Hello friends, welcome to the creator review. The new film by director Gareth Edwards, director of Godzilla and the first choice for Rogue One, and stars John David Washington as the main protagonist and tells the story of an artificial intelligence taking over the Earth in the distant future. I'm a fan of director Gareth Edwards, although I do feel like he didn't fully have all the control he wanted for Rogue One, and that Tony Gilroy took over the direction. That movie ended up being a fantastic Star Wars movie, but I don't know how much Edwards had to do with that since there have been many reports that the movie changed a lot during post-production, and it's apparent also with the trailers, with some scenes that don't make the final cut. I also liked the 2013 version of Godzilla, and while some of the human elements could have been better, and we could have seen more of Godzilla, it was a serviceable monster movie. Enter the creator, his new recent effort. I'll start off with the positives. I liked a few of the ideas that were present in this film. While some of them weren't developed at all, I thought that they showed promise. I liked the setup, perhaps the first 15 minutes. The direction was also pretty decent, and the movie looked beautiful. And that's about it. Now off with the negatives. I was not a big fan of this film, unfortunately. I thought the action set pieces were forgettable, the characters were bland, and the special effects, while most of them were good, did not make up for a very bloated runtime. John David Washington continues to be a very middle-of-the-road actor compared to his father, who is the great Denzel Washington. I thought that David Washington was just alright in Tenet, and it's the same here. He's fine for what this character is given, which isn't a lot, but he is bland and doesn't show a lot of emotion. As an actor, I haven't been wowed with him yet, but maybe that will change but for now, I don't think he's all that good. I think that the world building here is very non-existent and very poor. We don't understand the conflict really well, and there are a lot of things happening all at once. It feels like we need to read an entire encyclopedia to understand this world before going to see the movie, and that's when you know that the filmmakers did not do a good job of presenting a good and coherent storyline. I did not care about the main character and how he needed to protect this child, which is the artificial intelligence. The two did not have a really strong bond, unlike Ellie and Joel in The Last of Us, or Grogu and the Mandalorian. We do not get much development with the characters, and the quest feels rather uneventful. We can see that Gareth Edwards took a lot of inspiration from films like Blade Runner, Akira, Rain Man, The Hit, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, and even The Terminator in some aspects. It feels like a mishmash of different science fiction films all into one, and sometimes that can be cool if it's well done, but here it feels like the film lacked originality and really generic, which is the worst kinds of movies that are really boring and completely forgettable when you walk out of the theater. I was really let down by this film. I thought it could have been a cool science fiction story that had something to say that presented us with interesting characters, but it unfortunately was bland and devoid of anything memorable. There is very little in this movie that I can actually recommend. The movie also feels very long. It's not a very well-paced film, and the action scenes could have been more exciting. I would give this movie a C-. It's a very below average movie. Nobody is going to remember this movie in weeks, and I think that it could have been much better. So I hope you enjoy my review of the creator. Let me know what you thought of the movie down below. Bye. Please subscribe. See you next time.